Hey there everybody, welcome back. How are y'all doing today? Welcome. So we are back into main sequence and just doing a little upgrade. How's it going there, Andy the farmer? And Mr. Dead Soul. And why is my phone so got away? Hold on a sec, guys. It's having a funny 5 minutes again. Yikes. Might catch up a minute. Hello there, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. How you doing, sir? If you guys have not followed Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow! And yeah, for some weird reason, my phone has just gone into buffer mode. I don't know why. One sec. Let's see if we can get it refreshed. The joys of new Wi-Fi's. Hey, oh well. We'll just go for it. There we go. Right. So, hopefully everything is up and running now. So we should have, obviously, the fishing game. The parachute game is now ready. And where is Plinko? Is Plinko having a funny 5 minutes again, is it? Oh my goodness, if it's not one thing, it's another. Let's see. Plinko. Let's refresh Plinko, see if that will bring it back up. Either that or it's having a funny 5 minutes again. I hope it hasn't. I think what it is, the big problem is where Plinko and the drop game, the parachute game, are both running from the same website, I guess. They must be conflicting with each other, so yes. Hey T Miller, how you doing, buddy? Well, just had a Windows update on work laptop in the middle of a call, so not good. Oh, have to log back into everything. Oh, nasty. Yeah, thankfully my computer doesn't do that many updates, so I'm happy. But yes, welcome in everybody. So yeah, so let's get. Hopefully it will sort itself out in a minute. Fingers crossed. If not, I'm gonna have to remove one of them. But the parachute game is ready. I wonder if it'll do the Plinko instead. I have no idea what's going on with it. I might actually remove... Actually, let me just double check that Plinko properties are correct. Let me go over to the website. And... Plinko bouncing. That's the one right there. Let's see if I can make a slight change. Yes. Let's get rid of that. Are you gonna give me anything? Should be on Halloween. Okay. Everything looks fine. That's the weird thing about it. I have no idea. Maybe something will figure itself out in a minute. So I'll just cancel that, and hopefully Plinko will be active. If not, what I will do for the next stream tomorrow, I will remove the drop game and just have Plinko going, because it just seems to be conflicting with each other. But anyway, so yes, back to the main sequence. So I ended up restarting the whole save game that I was doing last week. And I've actually come in a little bit slower. I've actually gone through and unlocked everything in here. So right now I've got nothing to unlock. It's crazy. It didn't really take that long. I thought it'd take a little bit longer, but it didn't. So it is what it is. Obviously, the last thing I did was the decorations, which is basically doors and such. So, yeah. Hey, Mr. Jers, how you doing, buddy, by the way? I'm still trying to figure things out and getting there slowly, but this is now a multi-level station, and I have no idea which side I'm on. So okay, this is the back end. I'm trying to find my command center so I can actually show you what the station is currently looking like. I've kind of kept it simple, and yeah, very simple. Let's put it that way. Oh yeah, right. So here we are. So it's up here. I do have multiple ships. I've actually got 5 ships now. 4 for bringing in resources. 1 is my main ship, that one right there, that I use just to go around, try to find things. But if we come into here, that is my station right now. Very simple, but worth it. But obviously I am using those larger bay modules. Obviously I've got 4 by... well, it's 4 there, 4 on top. Then same on the other side, up the middle is the singles. But up the middle, what I'm also doing is running the uplifters, or whatever you call them, for the levels. So if I come into here, these things, the item elevators. So I'm running the elevators and the item elevators all in this central corridor area, which does obviously span 4 levels. As you can see, I've got an elevator right there, single, and yes, obviously I've gone through, I've obviously got those larger industrial docks placed on either side, 2 on either side, so each one is bringing in something different. I think it's like nickel, aluminium, or aluminum, whatever you want to pronounce it, silica, and then obviously the ice water. And obviously from there it's then being processed on the inside, on the underfloor. I'm obviously now getting to that point where I need to go to this upper level, which is what I've literally just added today. I've had to do a little bit changing around, but it's getting there. So if I go downstairs, I can show you where we are. And I'm kind of slowly getting used to hitting the F key for doing things. Doing good. Glad to hear it there, Mr. Jers. Welcome in. So this is starting off on the front left side. So obviously this is bringing in, obviously the nickel. Now at the minute my ship can do a 600 plus, or times can now remember. We'll pop in. All the ships are configured to be all the same size. So yeah, so plus 600%. So it's a good amount, but it does go through pretty quickly. So I do need to look into seeing if I can get more capacities added at some point. But yeah, obviously this is the nickel bay. This is where it's all coming in. Obviously I've set it up with one of the larger container, well, 2 large containers actually here. So it unloads quickly and gets over to the production side of things. And Mr. Shawnee, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. And thank you very much for that mega fart. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if Plinko is working. If it's not, I am going to delete that parachute game. It does not seem to be working now. Actually, I'm going to do it right now because, to be honest, drop game, remove. I might have to do this from different screens. Let me just go through the other screens quickly and I'll be right back. Just checking all of the different screens here, just to make sure there's no other drop games in here. See, I've got a parachute game right there. Let me delete that as well. Remove from there. Display picture of this. And there's nothing in there. Okay, so hopefully if I come into Plinko, let's refresh, see if that's going to bring it up at all, because obviously Plinko is the priority really, in my opinion, and for some reason it does not seem to be behaving. Let me come back over here. Let's go to Plinko. Let me refresh the website actually. I am logged in. Yes, I am. Yeah, pack up. Go to Plinko Bounce. Should be under help. Actually, let me change this briefly to the day. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. copy that a minute, and I'll change that URL in there. So select all V. Okay. Oh, it blinked. Let's see. Plinko. There we go. Plinko is back. Let's make sure that fish is working. Yes, it is good. And obviously, drop should no longer be active. Nope. Okay, cool. So yeah, at least Plinko is up and running. That is the priority right now, to keep making sure that's going. Because obviously, if you guys can't play Plinko, you guys can't get into the Plinko draw. Mr. Shawnee, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Much appreciated. Oh, excuse me. Right then, so back to it. So I've kind of kept this side fairly easy. So, obviously, we do have the refineries, obviously making the nickel plates. Oh, that's close. Which obviously I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them processing. I may change this up later, but right now it's fine for the minute. Obviously, from there, it's then going into these guys right here, the assemblers. Obviously, I've got 1 doing magnetic coil. Okay, 2 doing magnetic coil. But I am splitting all of the lines. So I have a little bit for myself. And then there's a little bit going off into production. So these little boxes, the containers right here, the smaller ones, I'm using for myself. The bigger ones, I'm using these to go off into the next production line. So I've got obviously 1 here which has the plates in it. And I've got 1 over here that has obviously the coils. Now the other thing is, I just realized I never actually set up a container for myself over here. Actually, let me do that quick before I forget. I'll pop one right there. And it's just so I've got some myself. So if the productions at any time take everything from the bigger containers, I can still come in, I can grab what I need and carry on without too much of a wait. So let's get rid of you for the minute because you're not needed. So this is obviously the first bay, and as you can see, obviously got things going out into the other areas of this station. Obviously from there, right down the far end, right there, you can just see in the distance, that is where I've got obviously my aluminum stuff coming in. So I don't need, it's kind of set up both the same way, so I don't really need to see that. Obviously one's doing the better plates and those cube things, which we'll get to in a minute. But yeah, that's coming out there. But obviously here, so each of these little rooms, I've set up to produce one certain thing in each room. So it's going to take a little bit of space up. Also for this one, we've got the servo motors in here, and obviously that's doing 2, which is then going into here once it's got enough product, and then it's obviously being shipped out to the next line that may need it. Obviously in here we have the capacitors, so we've got 2 running. I may look at doing more once I get more and more built up, shall we say, but right now obviously I'm still getting all the lines sorted. Now obviously we've got the aluminum stuff here. Obviously we've got 1 doing the lightweight frames, 1 doing the hull plates. So yeah, and I should have a container on the side of these. There's 1 right there, there's 1 right there, and then I've also got the 3rd one for the actual base material there. So yeah, it's all good. So this is obviously the plates, the normal aluminum plates right there. So I can just come in here, grab what I need. Now going over to the other side of the station, obviously I got back here a little shipyard, so I can create my own little ships as and when I need to. Now actually, one thing I wanted to look at again, open, that's typical, they're now actually showing in here. So on not Saturday, Sunday I think it was either Saturday or Sunday, these weren't showing for me for some weird reason. The ships plus the stations weren't showing for me. Obviously I'd started working on this particular base, and for some weird reason it just wasn't showing as a blueprint. It's weird, so I don't know what was going on there. So on this side I do need to do a material run in a bit on all of them from the looks of it. But this is obviously the can I remember, silica coming in. I've obviously named each bay what's coming into it, so it makes life a little bit easier. There's also a corresponding ship with that name in it. So yes, so this is all the silica stuff. So obviously these are obviously creating the reinforced glass, and then over here, or refining glass I should say, and then the silica wafers, or silicon wafers. Obviously they're then gone in storage. Now with these, I do have them set up as well to have my own little storage. Everything else is going into the next production line. Now obviously if we just walk up this side here, so on this side we have the basic circuits being produced in here. Obviously I've tried to keep a good bit of space between the lines, so if I need to cross over I can use these under carriage belts, as it were. Yes, that is very close but not quite touching. Also we've got the servo plates all being produced now. Obviously I do need to try and keep an eye on those lower materials, the base materials. And then finally, this is my power room, as I'm calling it. So obviously we've got the ice water, or the water ice coming in here, which is then going into here to create obviously the hydrogen fuel cells. From there, they're then being processed into an enriched fuel. Now, obviously, once I've got all the other lines up properly, I will look at going with the warp fuel. But obviously, for that, I do need the advanced plates up and running. So right now, I'm just converting them over, and yeah, it's fine. I do have a water. Actually, I need to put another one of these down for the higher stuff, but we'll get to that later on. That's for obviously unlocking stuff. But right now, I really don't need it. And at the minute, the whole station is running off these two generators. It's cracking. So total consumption right now is running around about 42 to 54-ish. And obviously I'm producing 96, so more than enough. But obviously I do have at least a couple more lines to get done in here. So obviously I do have... yeah, the advanced plates I need to get sorted out today, as well as the containment coils. So that's the two I'm going to be working on today. Now, like I was saying earlier, obviously down the center, I don't know if I can get it from here. No, I can't. All the way down the center is obviously elevators and obviously the item lifters. So the way I've got it set up is in this one here, right here. It's all going into here, which is then gone up to the next level, which is literally this level right here. So I can't actually use this level apart from walking around in. So what I actually did is left a bit of a gap, and then above here is the next one, and I've got a belt literally going from one side to the other, going up to the next level above that, which is where I'm going to be heading in just a minute. But I've got the first load of items ready. So, I've still got some of these left over, which I need to get placed upstairs. Actually, I've got to be doing... I'm pretty sure it was that one I was going to do first. Yes. Oh, this was really, really crazy. You had like 3 or 4... of these larger storages down just to consolidate everything into the middle to get this all sorted. Right then, so let's see. I need to go to the elevator to go up to the next floor, and we'll go from there. Right then. Yeah, we'll get the lines sorted, and then we'll come back and go do some shopping, shall we say, and get some asteroids destroyed. One of the things I would like to do, if possible, is to look at setting up some satellite stations where you've got the drones collecting the materials that then the ships will go to collect, and obviously you have maybe 5, 6, 7 or 8 set up all in a loop, and then have them all coming back. But yes, oh, that blinking save game is killing me. But yes, you are getting very, very close, guys, but you're not getting there. You are so close, but no cigar, guys. It's having a funny 5 minutes. And yes. Oh, that's the point. Farmer Marks, how you doing, buddy? Did you get the thing that I sent you, by the way? In Discord? Yeah? Is it working okay for you? I did up the speed a little bit, only a couple of miles per hour. But yeah, obviously I added all the colour options in there. Obviously, any issues, let me know, because you're my tester right now. Yeah, so this is obviously what I'm working on right now. So like I said, I've got a lifter going from here, which is then going across the corridor to the next item lifter, which goes upstairs. Now, this is where I always get confused. I can never remember which is the front, which is the back. I need to get some arrows or something. Yes, this is the one I want. So, that is going downstairs, so I don't want that. And, ooh, nice little zero there. Oh, what's out the back here? Oh yeah, the station. Right then, so let's head upstairs and we'll carry on from what we were up to. So, I've literally just copied downstairs, upstairs. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these larger rooms ready to be used. Obviously, in between there is the odd corridor, plus obviously we have the item lifter coming up, which can go straight into certain rooms if needed. But yes, this is where we're going to be pulling the stuff out of. So we got 1, 2, 3 right there. I'm thinking what I might do is bring it up to maybe this room on this right here, and we'll set up a new line up here. So let's grab a couple of these. Now what I've been doing is counting 4 of those squares, and let's see if we can get it round about centered. So I think round about there from the edge. Obviously 4 gives me enough room just to run it with a little bit extra space for belt. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm trying to get them lined up. That's good for me. So obviously this is going to have 3 items coming into this. So I got to remember which one I was doing. I'm pretty sure it was this one. No, it wasn't. It must have been that one. It was that one. So we're starting off with the containment coils. There we go. Been trying to get on, but it's 4 hours and still downloading update. Oh yes, there was an update to Farming Simulator, if that's what the one you're on about. Yes, mine actually done within a couple of minutes, which was quite nice. So yes, it's getting. I had a feeling that it was coming because obviously the week prior to a DLC is usually when you find the game gets an update for Farming Simulator. So yeah, kind of makes sense. Hey Mamadou, you're finished quickly? Yeah, obviously you're having what's it mine? 900 download. It's quick, that's for sure. Now this is gonna be the fun part. I think I'm going to bring these to here for the minute. But yes, a little bit of I don't know exactly everything that was in there, but I do know that there's a lot of little updates here and updates there. So yes. What's it going to do to your game? It shouldn't do anything. Just update it ready for the DLC release next week. So there's nothing to worry about, Farmer Marks. You should be good. One thing you might find is when you first load in, your game may be a little bit stuttery. That's a normal thing, so don't worry about it at all. It's fine. That's going to work. That'll work. But yeah, just give it a little while and you should be good. Right then, so this is going to be the fun part. So the only thing is I found with this game is it's a little bit annoying at times, shall we say. There's no way of lifting the belts up higher. Obviously you can take things underneath if needed. But yeah, it's kind of a pain, to be honest. Right, I'm trying to think how I want to set this one up. So, I want to take out yeah, I'm going to probably bring it back to here. I'm going to put a splitter in here quickly. We're pointing it that way. But yeah, how is Mama doing? If obviously if you guys are not following Farmer Marks, Mama Do, Green Thumb Farmer, or T Miller, make sure to click on the links. Give them a follow, guys. How's it going there, J-Dog? Welcome in, buddy. Right then. So there's one. Hopefully, not obviously at the minute. I am only using the lower tier belts as well. So I'm going to need to leave a slight gap. So if I bring it to here, bring it to there, and there, because obviously I'm going to need to access under there. Oh, let me delete that. We'll grab you to there. And I'm going to use... Oh no, I've run out of nickel plate. Okay, time to go downstairs. I had a feeling I was going to run out. I knew I should grab some more while I was downstairs, but oops, it is what it is. Having a coffee and Doritos, really? Ooh. Let's see, Farm Cops has a YouTube video about the 114 patch, yeah. To be honest, I do have all of the information, but I just haven't been bothered to look at it, to be honest with years. To be honest, I knew it was coming yesterday, and yeah, hence why I kind of mentioned it about it. Right then, where are we? So that's the silica. That's going to be the alumina over there, so I need to go up the far corner here. I might grab some more alumina sheets as well while we're at it. But yeah, even though I've got the tier 2 and tier 3 belts unlocked, I'm only really using at the minute the tier 1 stuff. Obviously I can always come through later on, delete them and go with those higher tier ones. But at the minute I'm trying to use it more to get other things created, shall we say. So there's that. Let's grab some of this. Is that going to be enough? So I've got plenty of that. Oh, I think I'm going to run out. Let me grab another couple of stacks of the nickel plates there. Billy, look at the Plinko board. Her coffee's eating my... Oh, I gotcha. Oh, well, sorry. Yes, it definitely looks like it. Oh, that's funny. That is funny as heck. Yes. And it's kind of weird because I'm looking at Farmer Marks' little jelly baby there, and it's like, peekaboo. Oh, I went the wrong way. But yeah, I don't know. You guys are crazy. You are. You know that. You know that. You know that. You're crazy, crazy, crazy. Right then. So we need to go upstairs. But I need to try and work on figuring out a better way of doing these lifters if possible. See, now what would be nice, I think, with the elevator section, that you could actually have it so it extends. So maybe you could do like a single click to do the place the bottom floor, but then you can actually drag it up. That would be kind of a nice addition, rather than having to place down 3, 4, 5 just to get up a little bit higher. Have it so it could be extended and then just add in a single level, kind of like how Satisfactory is set up. Which way am I heading? I have no idea. Well, as there's no belts coming down this way, we must be at the other end of the station. Yes, here we are. Here we are. That's been asked and not possible with the way the dev has coded it. Oh, okay. Actually, I only just joined the Discord for this game, so yes, I haven't really gone through and had a look at what everyone has been saying over there. I think I left, was it 2 gap? Yes, I did. Oh, no, 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 there is what I want. Oh, seriously? What do you mean it collides? Yeah, dummy. What are you colliding with? That's what I want to know. Let's put you... Actually, let's take that one away. Aye. But, oh, maybe a bit, possibly something that comes in the future. You never know. But yeah, if it's not coded, I suppose, that way, oh well. Or maybe he could create another... Another. That's not what I wanted. I wanted these, didn't I? Yeah, maybe you could create another elevator that goes a little bit higher. So it goes, rather than just from one, like level 1 to level 2, maybe from level 2 to level 3 or something, or to level 4. That might be an idea. I could see that working. Nothing shared yet. Alright, okay. Right. Let's delete from there. But yeah, to be honest, I am strangely enjoying the game. Can be a little bit frustrating at times, like things like this being too short. But overall, I'm happy. I am happy. But yes, things are probably going to be going back to satisfactory at some point, I guess, or just playing the game. Let's drop that in there. Don't need you. So that is them up and running. I do need to place down a storage. So 1, 2, 3. Did I put them down in the right place? Might be a little bit off. Oh well. Doesn't really matter as long as it goes in there. That's the main thing. Oh, and same. Oh yeah, I did get them lined up okay. Ish. I don't know. One there. No, okay, it is lined up. Oh wait a sec. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I put it down a little bit too far away, but oh well. It is going. That is the main thing. That's the main thing. It is going. Now, one thing I will do while I'm here, I'm just going to put down probably there. I don't think it's going to interfere with that there, but I can disable that port just in case. And I'm going to put a load going in for my own storage. Obviously then this will be going into any productions that need it. Right, so that's that one. So let's see if we can get this one now set up as well. So I'm trying to aim roughly in the middle of the floor here. But obviously I want to have it at least 4 spaces out. Let's take that forward just a fraction. Might be better. And we'll bring this over to here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be right about there. Should be good. Now, see, this is going to be my final item, which is going to be these guys. Okay. So we do have the circuit boards coming up, the capacitors. The only thing I'm going to need to be brought up is the servo plates. So that's a bit of a bonus. So I can go get that sorted out quickly. Actually, ooh. But yeah, the factory building makes you think, plan as spaces. Yes, very much so. And obviously this is actually now my final item to be created up here, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look in the other productions. I think I'll leave it there for the minute. Now, obviously, we do have... yeah, that doesn't produce anything else. That is also just a science lab for unlocking stuff. Yep. Power. Okay, yeah, so I think the only thing really left after this will be to, obviously, keep the station running to produce more and more items. But then look at... getting What was I going to say? Yeah, more satellite station setup for the drones and such. Obviously, this particular station, there's not a lot around it, to be honest. I've already tapped into most of things and mined it, so it's kind of useless, this area. So what I would like to do is look at maybe coming further out. Maybe set up little satellite stations, like I was saying, and see what's in those areas. And then with that set up, if I have maybe 4 or 5 set up, collecting different things, I can send my little ships off to collect it from those stations and kind of have them set up where they have a central area where they have just storages and storages and storages of product, material, mining material, and then have that then being siphoned off to the correct ship bay, as it were. Got to figure out how I want that set up, though. Do I do just one long one and have the drones on one side and obviously the loading bays on the other? I haven't got a clue yet, so that is something I will have to look into figuring out at some point. Right then, let's see. I gotta try and figure out how I want to set this all up. See, putting that around that corner is maybe a daft thing, but I don't know. See, another thing as well with these, obviously, it'd be nice if you could have it placed that way, but then have the other end rotatable. And Andy the farmer, thank you very much for the hello darkness. But yes, there's probably something else that can't be done because of the way he's gone. And I know that it's only one guy doing it, so I will say what he's done so far is pretty impressive. That's all I can say. Got it. All right there, Mr. Jers. Catch you later. Thank you very much for popping in. Obviously, I do know the times. Oh, actually, you've got the same time as me, so it's fine. And Mr. Jers, thank you very much for the fart. Oh, the pipes, sorry. And Mr. Miller for the fart. And Mr. Miller for the mega fart. Oh my goodness, here we go. Yikes. I wonder, can I just had a mental thought. I don't know if I could do it this way. No, I can't do it, no. Oh, yes. Oh, no, that's not going to work because it's going to tap. Oh, I could turn. Can I turn that off? No, I can't. No. I was wondering whether I could have it rotating around, but no, it's not working. I might have to do a separate bit over here and take it back. Or bring another line up, to be honest. That would probably be just as easy, to be honest. I've got 3 right there that I can literally tap straight into and bring more up. It's probably going to be the easiest option, rather than trying to take them off of there. So 1, 2, and 3. But yes, it would be nice to see what he actually does with the whole game and stuff over time. It's going to be definitely worth checking out later on, I think. Right then, so I need to... so I'm going to bring this over to here. There, into there. So that's going to be one product. So I do need to put a splitter down somewhere. I'm thinking maybe here. Let's see, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. If I take it from there for the minute, let's see how this works out. So splitter there. And I wonder if I can take it to, oh, could do that way. So there's 1. See, I'm trying to see if I can set up the belts now, then it's done and out of the way. Actually, I might take that a little bit further down on that one. To there, so it's not quite on the edge. To there. I'll take that one away. Put that there. Actually, nope. I want to bring it back by one. There. Yes, this is definitely where you have to really think hard about how you place things down. It's not like Satisfactory, that's for sure. And then finally, let's bring this around behind that. Downstairs it was a lot easier, I will say that, because it just was. And let's take that from there. I'll put that there. And there we go. I think that'll work. Right, so we just got to hook up this end now. So let's take you to about there. We'll bring you into that side there. And this one. Oh, hello. We'll bring to here. And finally there. That will work. I can do that now. Also, we're going to need to set up storage. So that's 3 on that side. I think the floor is slightly off. I'm sure downstairs I was getting 3 and 3. Either I've placed one slightly off, but oh well. It is what it is. And that's a little bit too far forward. Yes, that is far too forward. There. That'll do. That will do for the minute. So obviously output can go into there. You can go into there. And I don't know if I'm actually going to need my own storage of this, but I'm going to leave it for the minute because I've run out of product. But that is up and running. So I now need to bring up all of those items once again. So we need obviously more capacitors. We need more basic circuit boards. And then obviously we need to add in the servo plates. Oh. What fun. I could have actually had them tapping in, coming out of here as well if I wanted to. But right now, I think we'll be fine. And how are you guys getting on with Plinko? Plinko, Plinko, Plinko. Come on. Exclamation mark Plinko, guys. Is no one going to get on there again? Gotta go down, down, all the way home. There we go. Right then. Out of interest, let me grab some plates and all that. That's the wrong side. We want to be on this side. Over here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be enough for me for the minute. And yes, I need to go do some stuff. I keep going straight down off the screen, yeah. Yeah, you're not having much luck, are you, Mr. Green Thumb? Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Righty. So, can I split this at all? I'm thinking if I can split one here, I can take that into the next line. I could probably split this and then take that into the... Oh, save. Jeez. Those autosaves are killing me. Yeah, split one here, take that down. That might work. Okay, let's start off with this one here. This is going to be a little bit more tricky because I've also got to turn it around. But let's come here. We'll take it from there. We'll stick a splitter in here like that. Bring it out by one. And we'll take it across that way. I'm going to obviously use these guys to take it from there. There, maybe. Oh, this is a pain behind, but that might work that way. Take it from there, bring it across to there. There. See, what I could always do is take this little section out. Actually, I could. I really could. Let's take it. I should have done this before, really. I can never remember the length, but hopefully that's more than enough. Just take that from there. Just so I can sneak underneath. There we go. Alright, so we're going to take... Yeah, that might work. From here. We'll stick another splitter in there. Then run a second belt. Make sure that is coming from there. Yes, it is. Into... Come on. There we go. There's that. So the final thing I now need to bring into here is the servo plates. And I don't think... No, I don't have any going outwards, so that's good. So whatever's in here would be going literally straight upstairs. So let's grab one of you guys. From there to there. I don't think I actually set up a storage for these for myself as well. So I might have to set that up at some point. So let me go here to there. Actually, while I'm here, I could put it... I'm not going to fully connect it up yet because I want the stuff to go upstairs first and foremost. So let's see if we can get this going in. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Dang. Couldn't have planned that any better. Oh, yeah. Okay. That was so freaking close. What the heck? And at the point, did I do a Plinko? I can't remember. Did I join in on Plinko? I must have done. Oh, yes, there. I can see. I'm just behind J-Dog there. But yes. And by the way, Mr. Shawnee, welcome in over on YouTube. There we go. So that is now up and running. So while this lot is doing its dues, let me just make sure that it's working first of all. And then what we'll do is we're going to go out and try and find some products to get this lot back up and running. So I've got 4 ships that all need a product added to them. Hopefully, let's shove that back in there for the minute. I can come back and get that. I do want to get rid of that final container that's up the middle there. That's one thing I really need to, but I do need the space. Oh yes, that's got to give me enough. That's fine. There we go. Hallelujah! Finally, it's gone. Okay. Obviously, those last 2 are all upstairs. So, what do I have on myself that I can get rid of? So I can get rid of them. That. That's full, so that can go into here. And go into next production. What do we have here? Capacitors. Oh, I got some right there. Oop. That can go there. Oop. That big can save is doing me. Need tier 5 bells. They're too slow. Lol. Well, they're tier 1. I do have access to tier 2 and tier 3 belts in here. As you can see, tier 1 or Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. But as you can see, that needs the servo plates, which I really want to be making into the next thing. Obviously, once that's built up, I'll be fine. And obviously, these guys need the servo motors and titanium plates, which are being heavily used in other things. So, yes, hence why I'm just sticking with the Mark 1s at the minute. But obviously, once things get built up, I can come back and start upgrading the belts. But right now, it's fine. Right, so what else was in my own inventory that I want to get rid of? So that's up there, and I think... Oh, I need to go the other side there, don't I? I got a feeling that's full. Yes, it is. So we can shove that lot into there. I got a feeling that this is probably going to be full. Yes, it is. So we can shove that into there. So when I go out, I try and keep my own inventory empty as well. What I've started finding is, obviously, once the ship's storage gets full, what I tend to do is take some out of the ship's inventory, so the mining material, and then I'll throw that into my storage, and then fill up the ship itself, so there's even more coming in. It's kind of a pain in the behind, but it does seem to work fairly well for me anyway, so... Alrighty. And Mr. Dombey here, by the way, thank you very much for that 25 stream streak. You are awesome, you know that. There we go. So there we go. So what I can now do, that I've got at least 2 of those lines up and running, the final lines for the minute. I can now get that stockpiling. And the nice thing is, the stuff that's coming out of these can be used to create my new space stations later on. There we go. Yes, good. Okay. Right then, so my storage is fully empty. I need to clear out some of those markers because some of them just ain't working anymore. Right, so the elevator's right there. That is slowly plodding along. That is fine. Cool. Right then, so I need to do a round robin of every ship at the minute. What am I going up for? Oh yeah, I've got the extra floor up here. I was thinking at some point taking the power area and maybe creating a power source up here. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't know about that, but yeah. I wanted to see what it was like up there, but okay, that's fine. Right then, so where is my elevator going down? Must be the other end. But yeah, this is one thing I really need is little arrows say, exit this way, elevator this way, stuff like that. I don't think you saw my streak from the beginning. Oh yes, sorry, 60 stream streak, thank you there, Mr. Shoddy. I get a little bit sidetracked, you know me. Even though I've got new glasses, I still miss a lot of things in chat, but thank you very much. Let's see. Yeah, so 60 stream streak. Lovely. We have this here. Yep, okay, that's cool. I think I'm all up together. Right then, so first things first, let's go one up and around, shall we? So this is the silica. Yes, it is. So let's go find some... Now, I don't know if it's just me, but it's hard to spot some of the silica. Now, oh crap. I haven't even upgraded the engine on this, so it's going to be a little slow, shall we say. Ready. I think that's the alumina. Once I get closer, I'll know. I know that that one right there is the nickel. I think that one is the titanium, and obviously got the blue one above that, which is the ice water. But yeah, I want the silica. And as you, obviously, if I come in here, so each ship is designated to a particular product to bring in as well. So it can only have that particular product in here. But yeah, the capacity even right now is fairly impressive. I could destroy a good couple of asteroids. That is for definite, so yes. It's not too bad. But yeah, at some point I do want to look into creating maybe a bigger, faster ship as well. The other thing is try to think about ideas. That's the big problem. I have no ideas at all on how I want them set up. Now, obviously, one of the things I do have to think of is the length of the bay area between the ships. Because obviously, whatever I create has to fit at least within that area. So, it's kind of tricky. But yes. Ooh, I'm going to have a quick drink. Ooh, I hope that's a silica. I really, really hope so. It looks like it. It doesn't look shiny enough to be the aluminum. Aluminium, whatever you want to pronounce it. But actually, there's a couple of it to the right here as well, I'm seeing, which could potentially be silica as well. But yes, I should have also picked up some... Actually, what I might do on the way back, pop into the shipyard and see if I can upgrade those engines as well a little bit. I do have those higher tier ones. I've also got the plasma cannons available as well that I could add on to these. I don't know what they're like. The bigger ones, I should say. So, yes. But yeah, this is very, very slow, I'll say that. When you don't have any juice in the engine, it's very, very slow. But yeah, on this ship actually I've got is it 1 plasma cannon, 3 mining lasers. I'm sure I had more set up on them, but I guess not. Actually, I might be able to see. Is it in here? Configure weapons. Oh, there you go. So yeah, there we go. So 2 plasma cannons and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mining lasers plus 3 beams, tractor beams. So yeah, it's all in here. It gets the job done, that's for sure. That's titanium. Okay, so that is definitely not what I want. I wonder. Okay, there's nothing showing over that way. Nothing's pinging up there. See, this is something else with the scanner. It'd be quite nice if it was set up in the same sort of way as Satisfactory, where you pinged it. If there is an asteroid around that has that particular material, that actually shows for a certain length of time. But it doesn't. Oh, got an enemy over there. Let's see what we can find. There's a silica right there. I need to figure out how to delete these things. But they're miles away. Fudge monkeys. Player. There we go. So asteroid. I just found a silica. Nope. There's a silica there. Silica there. Can I mark that one? Let's have a look. Oh, that game save is doing my head in. Right, so we do have 2 pointers that way. There we go. I think somebody's alarm's going off in the kitchen. Must be my wife. Yep, 7 o'clock. Pill time. Or one of the pill times. Righty. 5 kilometers, this is going to take forever. I do apologise, guys. I need to definitely upgrade these engines. The only thing is I don't have any materials on me, so I can't do it. I can't even put down a station over here. I should have thought of that before I left. Oh, man. I need to start learning to keep enough products on me to create a station and potentially a shipyard so I can do changes. Oh well, it is what it is. But that's the whole point of getting these final products up and running, because yeah, they're going to allow me to obviously get into those higher tier stuff. Now, I have interest. What was it? So yeah, I've got the warp fuel, so that can now be used in the bigger engines. So there we go. So I've got the larger thrusters, so I can get them equipped onto the ship now, as well as these plasma lances. So that is the ones I'm kind of curious about. Are these in the same way as the mining lasers, or are these more of a gun type thing? Not a freaking clue, to be honest, but yeah. So, yes. But I also need to invest or keep at least a stash of fuel as well in here at some point. But yeah, look at that. So there's my 4 main ships on the top row. So you've got Alpaca 1, Alpaca 2, Alpaca 3, Alpaca 4. Each of them, like here, as you can see, does one different product. Mining products. So we've got Alpaca 1 doing nickel, Alpaca 2 doing titanium, Alpaca 3 doing silica, and then obviously Alpaca 4 is doing water ice. And obviously the Scout 1 is my main ship that I created to... Actually, to be honest, that's the same starter ship. I've just upgraded it a little bit in places from the starter ship that we start off with. And with that, okay, I colorized it, but that is primarily for setting up other stations. That is why I've kept it around. I want to use that particular ship to go off and do other exploring. If I need to, I know there's a trader somewhere nearby, but I do need to upgrade the engines dramatically from the sounds of it to be able to get there. So yes. So yeah, at some point I do want to see if I can get to a trader. I do know there's one that's about 159 kilometers away from the station. So hence why I need those bigger engines. I think that's the closest one. But yes, I haven't actually seen any streamer or any YouTube video yet going to a trader, which is interesting. I don't know if it's just because they haven't recorded it or they just haven't been to it, but that is something it would be nice to see. What do the traders do? Thinking about it, do you need to take certain things to the trader? What do you get in return? Type thing. So yeah, well, getting to the trader allow me to unlock more things within the game. I have no idea. But yes, we have Alpaca base as well. I was making a bit of a joke the other day. Is I actually named them all Llama. And then obviously we've got Dilama Mama out there who streams, obviously Dajnet's cousin. And yeah, I don't think so. Actually, I will say one thing. Dilama Lama is a lovely lady. If you ever catch her live, you should do. Oh, actually, that's 3 kilometers. How far is that one right there? Is that a little bit closer? Map.
come on, show it, show it. Where is it? Is it that one? And can I mark that one as well? I don't know. Oh, it is closer. Even better. We'll go with that one. Otherwise, we'll be here all freaking century. But yeah, I should have actually grabbed some more fuel for the engines. Oh well. Oh well. The only thing I did find is the more like guns and lasers you have, it does eat up that fuel. So you do need to have a really, I think, quite a big storage set up on your ship, not only for storing the fuel, but also the materials that you're collecting. It's kind of crazy. But as yet, I've only come across one bad guy in this save game. So I'm happy with that. And I survived, which is quite interesting. Oh, I think I've been here before. There's a little bit of silica right there. There we go. Dang, that might be one I've actually marked. I don't know. But we'll get a little bit closer. We'll start blasting the heck out of this. There we go. But this is definitely a pretty good asteroid. Let's see. A little bit closer, a little bit closer. 100 meters, that's more than enough. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, this actually asteroid has 42,000 silica, which is going to definitely fill up my storage quite nicely. So, so yeah, how's everybody getting on out there with a Farming Simulator update, by the way? Actually, I should at some point have a look at the actual patch notes, but I can't really be bothered. I know most of it's probably getting ready for next week's DLC release over there. But it is what it is. Oh, and another thing as well, what I remember is, obviously, if you have fuel in storage as well, it will power up your, I think it's either the lasers or the guns, maybe both, and makes it work a lot faster. It says you've got 3 hours left. Really? Mine was literally done within a few minutes. Downloaded and installed. That is crazy. Unless there's been another update since. Oh, I'm going to have a look at something. Hang on, let me just load up the game again and check. Obviously, I do know there was a couple of DLCs that were updated as well. I don't know if that does, it should do it at the same time, but looking at it, nope, mine's is, yeah, done. That's crazy. However, I have found out that I can run both this game and Farming Simulator side by side. So it's kind of cool. Mine was done as soon as I pressed the update. Yeah. Maybe it's time to get some new internet there, Mr. Shawnee. Oh, let me close that down now. Actually, quit. Actually, let me go to... Okay, the desktop quickly, and while I think about it, let's have a look, shall we, at the Farming Simulator website blogs. Ooh. Obviously, so there is going to be a pre-release stream on Thursday this week about the up-and-coming DLC Highlands Fishing. Cool. So here you go. Patch 1.14 feature GEA, FSR4 and Border Collie, which is now available for everybody. Yes, a Border Collie is a new dog that you can actually have within the game. It doesn't do nothing apart from trip you over, but that is a kind of a cool little dog house, or GE, whatever it is. Oh, that's the TMR mixer, isn't it? The little robot. Thinking about it. Oh, that's kind of funky. You might have to look at that later on. Right then, so new equipment by GEA. So obviously, instead of the little robot, you now have, or you can have this as a separate option for your cow feeders. Cool. And I do know, oh, is it Castor? He does similar cow pens to this as well. That's kind of cool. So you do have one for your silage, your hay, your straw, and mineral feed over there. That's kind of cool. I like it. I kind of like it. Also, we got new visuals for obviously the milk and parlor area, so that's kind of nice. It's a tank. Why take a picture of a tank, really? Only have one option here. Okay. So yes, this is obviously the new dog that's been added. From what I understand, there is a different selection of patterns on it. Obviously, we've got the new doggy there. I might have to actually get a dog. I might just have to get a dog in game. Call it fetch. There we go. Anywho, so yeah, there we go. So you can actually see. So we got a what's that? Oh, is it Spangle? I think that's what it's called. Pattern. Obviously, you got the classic black and white. Obviously, you got a brown and white variation. Look at that pretty little doggy. Oh, see now. Oh, would I go with the classic? I would probably go with that one because I do like that the Spangle. I think that's what it's classed as. Patterns. Now, is it a pick of whatever or get what you're given type thing? But anyway, so we have various technical changes to improve performance, various texture/translation adjustments, various visual adjustments on several models, fix the AI helper missing headland rows with unequal mower working widths, fixed automatic transmissions behaving incorrectly when shifting manually. So this is everything that came in the 1.14 update for Farm Sim, by the way, guys. Fix the DLAA setting to correctly unload the frame generation option. Not quite sure what half of this stuff says or means, but okay. Fixed environment visuals not applying correctly before entering the 3D shop. Okay, never even noticed there was issues, but okay. Fixed error occurring when group shifting into neutral. Okay. Fixed issues preventing clients from selling fences. Okay. Now, does that mean selling on properties you own or not selling on properties you don't own? Personally, I never had an issue with selling a fence on a property that I own. However, I do know on River Bend there was a few fences in there and placeables that I would have liked to have removed when I played on it when 25 came out, and that was a bit of an issue, so maybe that is what's been fixed. Anyway, fixed issues with clients saw gates only partially opening. Okay, or opened. Fixed manual shifting on transmissions with more than 8 gears. Fixed missing cursor when creating rice fields. Never had that issue personally, but okay. Fixed shading issues on Alliance 39A MPT wheels, whatever the heck they are. Okay. Fixed straw usage calculation in animal husbandries. So basically that means your cows and pigs should now use the correct amount of straw for bedding and food, I guess. And maybe the horses as well, because they need straw as well, if I remember rightly. The AI fixed for field hopping, that works. Yeah, well, you have to wait. Let us know. You'll have to let us know. Right then, so improved AI helper fuel detection algorithm. So, okay, they've tweaked a couple of things in the AI helper, so hopefully they should work better than previously. Improved visibility of swaths on harvested foliage. Removed needs rolling requirement from oilseed radish. So if you are planting oilseed radish, obviously with precision farming you do get a government subsidy for using oilseed radish in a particular month, or having it planted in a particular month. So if you want to make a little bit extra bucks, I think it's January or February, if you have any fields planted with oilseed radish, you should get a little bit of extra money come your way with that. Obviously now you don't need to worry about rolling them when they've been planted, so that's better. So updated the Intel XeSS version for Windows only. So okay, so new machineries, configurations and items that have been added. So obviously they've added the GEA dairy feed and dairy robot with cool weight configuration options to medium to large hormone cow sheds. So those larger cow pens that you can put down that have the robot, you can also now have it with a GEA feeder if you want, and the robot, kind of cool. Right then, obviously that was showing up above. Added 1500 millimeter width wheels configuration for compatible small and medium tractors. So that's 150 centimeters. So that's quite a big tire, I would have thought. Okay, for a carrier wheel, but okay. Added roller configuration to Kenzie match till 412, whichever that one is. Okay. If that's that's not the planter, is it? So okay. Right, anyway, so new functionality. So added AMD FSR 4.0. Obviously, this does require compatible hardware on your computer. So if you've got an AMD, you may be able to use that, I guess. Obviously, added the Border Collie as a new dog breed for the dog house. Added multiple coat patterns and color variants for the dog, or variations for the dog. Okay, so modding wise, added new non-metallic metal material, which is powder coat matte. Obviously that can now be used to add different color types, I guess, material types as it were. Added specializations for ladders in placeables. So does that mean if a placeable has a ladder, you'll be able to climb it? No idea. Added VTX animation shader, whatever that's for, no idea. I'm sure we'll find that out at some point. Exposed wind strength min clip parameters in ocean shaders. So basically, the stronger the wind, what should basically happen by using that shader, the water should be a little bit more stirred up, shall we say, I guess. Now the thing is, can we use any of this in modding? Wouldn't it be quite nice? Fill from wind, fill from rain, fill from sun. Come on, giants, get it added. Anyway, so going on from that, so obviously we do have the 3 DLCs getting updated as well. So the Mercedes-Benz truck pack, obviously this has been updated to 1.2. Obviously there's various adjustments on several models, various texture and translation adjustments, added specializations to enable camera mirror functionality for Machines outside of the Mercedes-Benz truck pack. Requires a Mercedes-Benz truck pack though. Okay, so I guess any mods that are using anything within the DLC itself can be used, I guess, in other mods, but you have to have obviously that to be able to use the mirror function. Precision Farming 1.3 update. Fixed issues where harvesting beet caused the field's information to become outdated. Never had that, but okay, I guess some people may have done. Remove tram lines clearing from mission fields to ensure sowing missions can be completed. Good. I know some people mentioned about that where they'd done a contract to harvest a field. Obviously with the tram lines being there, when they went back in to sow that field, they couldn't complete it because obviously it wasn't accepting the tram lines to be planted. And then obviously finally the next act pack 1.3.1 improved AI helper behavior to operate machinery counterclockwise, ensuring the cabin remains within the field area. But obviously, remember guys, if you do find any bugs, if you come onto here, there is a bug tracker. Send it in, and I'm sure Giants, even the smallest bug that you find within the game, make sure to report it so Giants can get on top of it and fix it with these updates. But that is a cool little feeder right there. Interesting. So yes, update. Obviously this is, oh, did I click on DLC? I want mods. I want to look, see what's out there. Info display. Okay. Lots and lots of updates, so I'm not surprised, but okay. See, I've seen this as well. The mini caravan pack was yesterday, and I almost downloaded it. I thought that would be a kind of a cool little deco pack type thing. Look at that, it's kind of cool. I know Team Miller, I don't know if he's even seen this, but I know in the past on some of his Uncharted, he has had something similar to this as a placeable on his save games. But look at that, it's got a little fish on there. Each one is slightly different, so, and obviously that will probably generate you a daily upkeep of 100 whatever your current commodity is, so $100, 100 euros, £100, whichever it might be. But think about it, you do also have a monthly income up to 36,000. That's not bad. That is not bad, but yeah, I'd be very careful when putting all them down. But anyway, enough of Farm Sim. That's enough of that. But yeah, that new cow barn is the one with the feeder on the track, is it? Ooh. Oh, so that is basically what Farmer Marks was after previously, wasn't it? But yes, exclamation mark Blinko! Go, 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 guys! An exclamation mark fish. That is cool. Obviously, if that's now base game, if you have a mod, for example, that runs on a track like that, you might be able to get that working now. And hello, Mr. Farmer Marks over on YouTube. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you very much for tuning in. And yep, still not close enough. See, now, if I had thought about it, I should have done the mining and then brought up while the autopilot drove back. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah. It has an animation file, which is what you couldn't get working. Ah, okay. That's a bit of a pain in the behind, isn't it then? Actually, while I'm here, delete. Titanium. And delete. There we go. Interesting. Let's just start shooting automatically. What's going on? That's weird. That is very, very weird. See, now this is one thing I think Giants should do as well. Obviously, where they add something into the game, It would be nice if they did like a modding video or explain how they created that particular thing. So like for example, what Green Thumb Farmer is saying about the animation file to get the cow feeder working. It would be nice if they did a video on how to create that or set that up type thing. It's a little bit hard for us noobs. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And carry on with that. And we'll fill myself up and the ship. But yes, Mamadou is very close, but there is air there, unfortunately. I have been very kind of late, I will say, in the past. But as time is ticking on, we've only got a few more days till the end of the month, and obviously Halloween, which is basically Friday. So yeah, I'm being a little bit more strict now, okay? Over the next couple of days, the next couple of streams. But yeah, Friday we'll be doing the giveaway. So just remember that, guys. You want to get as many touches in there if you can. There we go. Are we getting there? Are we there? Are we full? Almost. I think that is probably it. Yes, there we go. So what was that? 3,000? Was that? No, was that 3,000? And something? I don't know. But anyway, right then. So somewhere over here is... Oh, 3 kilometers away. Only. Okay. See, what I would probably look to try and do, now I don't know if it works properly, but I would look to put in like a station around here and have it collecting things like the silica, titanium and stuff like that. Having it delivered to that station where it then gets separated, and then have the bigger ships, obviously have the drones do that, I should say, and then have these bigger ships going back and forth between each of the station. So picking up the materials, let's turn you on, so you're going to do that, and I can do this and just go whee. I hope you don't get dizzy, guys, because I'm just going to go spin. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, also one of the other things I tried doing with each ship when I was setting this up is colorizing them, so each one was a different color. So for example, this one is like red and black, which is obviously for silica. I kind of had it in more of a creamy color, but it didn't look quite right, and it kind of looked too much like the titanium ship, which is one I've already got set up. I think it's actually the white and the red. I suppose I could have done it the other way around, but yeah. Here comes my lunch. Ooh, nice. Yes, should we do it a bit more? Come on, you can do it. Go on. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There we go. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Should we go the other way so you're not so dizzy? How about that? Have you ever been on a roundabout when you were a kid and you obviously spun so far that you got real dizzy? Best thing to do is to turn once the opposite direction to counteract it. So yeah, that's one thing I did figure out when I was a kid. Andy got us all beat. Yeah. Where is Andy? Oh, Andy's all the way over the far side. What are you on about? You crazy peeps. But yeah, one thing is, if you want a good laugh and you've got kids or grandkids or whatever, and obviously you put them on one of those roundabouts and spin them, yeah, don't mention about turning the opposite way once. Or even if you're like at a party and you're spinning someone around, you know how you have to do like a piñata and you spin around and stuff? Yeah, make sure that you don't do that counter spin. It'd be so much fun. Just watch them trying to walk in a straight line. It's like, yeah, not a chance in heck. I have a little brother. I would spin him around by the arms until I fell down. Oh, yes. Yes, been there, done that with my nephews a lot. Nephews and nieces. Oh, yes. I used to be... Okay, I'd still class myself as a big kid, really, at heart. But yeah, obviously, when my nephews and nieces, a lot of them were growing up, obviously I was around them a lot. And yeah, I used to spin them around, and they'd be there laughing and giggling until we were crashing into fences and hedges and dropping down to the ground. It was crazy, but yeah. Oh yeah, been there, done that. Oh yes, the good old days, shall we say. The good old days. Now this is what... Okay, so with this game, there is one major bug that I really hate. And it's regarding the autopilot. So for anybody who's played this game, if you have multiple unload areas or docking areas, if you send one from one side of the station to the other, like how I've got mine set up. So if I was to say, take it from the left side at the front and send a ship to the back side on the right, what it would do is it would literally fly straight through the station. It wouldn't create a course, go down, under, or go up and over. It will literally just go straight through the station. If there's a ship in its way, it will obviously go around it, but it's literally trying to go through it. It just needs a little bit of tweaking with the AI to maybe think first, I suppose, the best way to put it. But apart from that, it's not too bad. Now, actually, while I'm thinking about it, did this set up to... Now, I know I'm going to change this engine in just a minute. Okay. It is on, okay. Yes, I'm going to have to look at... Ooh. That's what I was going to do, wasn't I? Shipyard. I want the shipyard first. We'll get a little bit closer and then I'll take back over. I want to have a look at the engines to see if I can upgrade them to the next level. And hopefully I do have what I need for it as well. Oh, you guys are so far away. What's going on? You guys are just really sucking at the minute. Oh, jeez. That's not... Okay. I'm going to shut up. I'm just going to shut the heck up with that one drop. My God. I just went straight through. What in the heck? And I just looked. Oh, look, there's a Silka right there. Oh, well. Yeah. At least you're well, most of you guys, I know Dead Souls has dropped below and obviously J-Dogs. But yeah, mine has just literally gone straight through the ground there. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, is all I can say. Come on guys, exclamation mark, Blinko. There's a few guys out there, you can do it. Go, go, go. We've only had 1, 2, 3, 4, was that 4 or 5, maybe 6 people? Come on. Get in there. Exclamation mark, Blinko, guys. Blinko, Blinko, Blinko. Big pile up on there. Yeah, they're having a nice little party over there, isn't they, Hectate? But yes. I was thinking if I was to add another couple of layers onto my station, it'd be more like a Borg cube, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. For anyone who knows what that is, it's from Star Trek. But right, so this is the front. So yeah, as you can see, obviously, you can just about make out. So on the right-hand side, there's that light blue-coloured ship. That is for bringing in the ice water. On the left-hand side here, we have the yellow one straight ahead, which is the nickel. And then the white and red one to the left of that is the titanium. Obviously, each one is set up the same as this particular ship in capacity, size, and engine, and everything. But then obviously I got my little blue one at the front there, which is... Well, I should say my little purple one there at the front, which is my own personal little ship there, so... Yes. You're on top of me. I fell right through the ground, so I don't know where the heck... Where is Shawnee, anyway? Yes. No idea, but let's turn you off. Oh, heck. There we go. Right, so we need to go to the back of the station for the minute. I just want to see if I can upgrade. these. Oh, and I did figure out. You're on the map, yeah. So one of the other things I did find out, and I didn't even realize, this has side thrusters as well. So the Z and the C key allow you to shift to the left and right. Yes. It's kind of crazy, some of the things you find out when you accidentally hit keys. I'm not quite sure what the... Oh, X is for dismantle. Obviously you got A, and D is your pivot, I suppose, left and the right. Obviously you can use your mouse if you really wanted to as well. For a little bit quicker this, obviously you got W and S, which is obviously use speed and stuff. E is for, obviously, your ship's status and such. Q for the build key. What else we got? There's no lights on this ship, I've noticed as well. We're in space and we're not allowed lights. What the heck is going on there? But yes. I'm still not quite sure about that black colour, to be honest, of the spaceship, the space station. It's not quite right. It's a little bit dusty black. Now I know I'm also on the... Oh, actually I'm on the facing the right side, anyway, so even better. Here we go. Yeah, compared to last week, I am definitely a much better pilot than I was then. I will say that. Right, so docking completed. There we go. Righty. Now let's have a little look, see if we can upgrade these engines at all. So there is my little ship. Let me zero this off and come down. I'm now actually figuring out the camera as well. So rather than doing like the space bar or the shift key to go up and down, I'm actually now learning to use the Q and the E key, finally. But yeah, that's my ship, by the way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 containers on there. Adding in extra capacity. You do have these things, but I don't really know if they're needed, to be honest. It might be slowing me down to be so. But the thing I really wanted to look at was these thrusters, and I don't know if I've got... Let's take a few things off and let's do a little bit of reconfiguration. Not too much. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so I do need to get some advanced plates for this, but why does that not... Oh, did I not put that close enough? So one of the things I do tend to do is place what I want to add in first of all, find out how much I'm going to need for that build, and then get the materials together. Yeah, I think that would be fine actually. So let's take some of this lot off on this side as well. So X, X, X. Now I don't want to mess around too much with the main part of the ship at the moment. Now there's no way of doing that or flipping it, so I guess it's the same on either side. Yep, okay. But we'll pop that there. I don't even know what that one was, but we'll get rid of you. And we're going to throw in some slipstream drives. Now the thing is, I don't know with these drives, the small reactor and the slipstream drives. Do you just need the one, or can you use multiples? That is something I still have not quite figured out, but I'm going to put a couple on there. I know with these slipstream drives, they will need the warp fuel. But the other thing I was thinking I wanted to look at is this here. A slow but powerful energy weapon. I think I'll leave them off. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this up a bit. I want to bring... Can I bring one up higher? Just out of interest. Okay. Yeah, too high, too tall. Too tall. But yeah, for that I need... let me make a little note. I'll put it on here because I need to grab some advanced plates. And we need some containment coils. And okay. If I go grab them, I might be able to see what this would react like with everything added. So let's exit that. So containment coils, they are being made upstairs. The advanced plate says... Is that one upstairs? I cannot remember. We've got that. Let's do a little wander around and see what we got up here. That's the servo plates. Which is... Yep, okay. It looks like it's all upstairs. So that's going to make life a little bit easier. So we need to go on the other side of the station. Down here. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. Hopefully. Going up. So that's level 2. We need to go up to level 3 basically. Going up, going up, going up. 3. So this is obviously the ones that we just literally set up today, these last 2. This is what I really, really wanted. Alrighty. Let's see, and hopefully we still got some power running. That's another thing as well I've noticed. If you run out of power, these lights still keep going. It's weird. Let's see. armor. Yeah, so there is the advanced plate, so that's going to be in here. Now I only need a few. Oh heck, I need to empty myself out, don't I? Oh, fudge monkeys. I should have done that first. Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. Maybe I should set up some lines going back downstairs. Save having to come up here all the time. Fudge. Oh, come on. Go down. There we go. Right, so this is obviously silica, which is all over here. Let me just make sure. Obviously the ship isn't there, so it should be, but silica, yes. Oh, I keep doing that F. There we go. So yeah, this is another thing as well. It'd be nice to implement if you're able to just click on one and move the entire lot from your storage. Maybe that's something that could be added. I don't know. I don't know if they've even mentioned about that as an option. But yeah, at some point I do want to go through the station and add doors with labels to say what's in each area to make life that a little bit easier. And the other thing is, obviously, where I've now got belts going through that central area downstairs, I don't know if it's going to cause any issues with the door placement. It's kind of weird. It really is. But anyway, we'll get this sorted out and go from there. Right, so we need, so on that list it said 40 advanced plates. So if I grab enough, if I can, to do all 4, so 4, 8, 12, 16. So if we grab all of them for the minute, there's a little bit left over. And then, if I remember rightly, this should be the, yep, there we go, containment coils. Ooh, actually, I should have some good in storage right there, shouldn't I? Oh, yes, loads in storage. Oh, yeah. Alright, 5. Well, we only need, well, 60, so 6, 12, so 240. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, grab a little bit extra. There we go. Hopefully that will be enough to put into creating the ships. Now, ooh. I don't know what I've got left in the storage. That's another thing. It'd be quite nice if you, the bigger the station, the bigger the storage in the shipyard you could have, or be able to expand that somehow. Right, so we need to go down one more level. I don't know what would be nicer, actually, having the stairs or a higher elevator option. Actually, what's being made over here? That's them. I haven't come across a recipe that needs them yet, so ready. So let's see what space we've got in here. Ooh, a bit. Let's do a little bit to start off with. Oh, I might be able to get all in there. Yeah, look at that, easy. Right then, so let's try this one more time. And I went and used the spacebar, didn't I? Know that. There we go. So it should be this. So let's start that one more time. So we're going to delete the armor off and the engines. We're going to add on one of these larger thrusters for the minute. Now, do I set it back a little bit? Like that? Yeah, might as well. But it's kind of funny that I never even noticed that there is gaps between all of these. It's crazy. Now we're going to get rid of you as well, because we're going to be adding 2 of those bigger ones onto there. But we're going to add that there to there, and we'll slap a couple of these on there. Now, do I add one of these smaller ones on there? Maybe have it raised up a bit? I don't know. I don't think I'm actually going to be using the normal fuels anymore. So now with that, I definitely need to look into creating a larger ship, I think, at some point. Because we do have everything in here unlocked so far. So, cannot have more than one warp drive, really? Oh my goodness, okay, in that case, delete, I'm gonna have, let's do, and now I wasn't even paying attention. There we go. Oh, warp drive, this thing here. Oh, actually, that's not bad. Oh, I'm doing it again, am I? Let's see, one there. Let's take that away. We're going to put that there, and that's too high. And he's come down by what? Oh no! Can I put that there? Now, if I had 3 there, does that give me more power? That's the thing. I don't know. I might just leave it at the 2 for the minute. That would work. Now, let's give that apply that. There we go. And what I might just do is I'm going to save this as a new temporary blueprint. We'll call it temp 1. Save. I can, if this works fairly well. Oh, okay. I might add that onto the others. Let me grab some. Oh, fuel while I'm at it. Yeah, one of the things I was thinking of is obviously where I've got my little power room in here. I'm kind of thinking of maybe adding another layer onto the ship, the station up higher, just for the power work. There we go. Maybe set up one single bay, elevated up high type thing. By doing that, I could have it refilling the ships as well, which is what I was kind of thinking of. Let me grab a couple of stacks of them. Oh, that'd be enough. Oh, don't need that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've only got 4 ships, but I'll grab that for the minute. So yes, we'll see. Let's see how this works. So I think the maximum I've had out of my ship so far is around about 20 kilometers per hour, whatever it is. Let's see if this little upgrade helps at all. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Nope, that's not going to work. Hang on. Oh, actually, I could put it into... Let me take one of them out. Pop that in. Will it take it? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't think it will. I might reconfigure that. Just a sec, guys. Come to here. Obviously, I've got no way to get into this here. But if I can have one, maybe down the bottom there. There we go. That might work. Apply. Let me save that there. There we go. So there it is, my little drive. This is what I want. Because obviously I need to be able to access this to say, okay, you're going to take that fuel. So with the enriched fuel, obviously it will give me 2,000 milliseconds of fuel. I guess that is. With the warp fuel, once I get that sorted out, that will then take it up to 9,000. Holy cripes, that's a lot. But yes, let's see how this does now. So we'll just take it up. So normal speed with just those engines, it's now up to 16 ms. If I hit this the space bar, that's now taking me up to 32. So that's not bad. That is not bad. Okay, that's a pretty good upgrade, I think. And obviously if I had the warp drive fuel, that would be a lot faster. Right. Yes, we'll definitely stick with that for the minute. Here we go. We'll just bring this in. Whoa. There we go. Docked. And that should start on order, which it is. Good. There we go, there we go, there we go. So that is ship 1 done. That's obviously the silica now coming in. Let's go up to the... Actually, we don't need to worry about that one at the minute. Obviously, that is the ice, the water ice. So the only thing I need that for is obviously power at the minute, which I've got tons in storage. It's crazy. So if we come across here, this is the aluminum or aluminium, however you want to pronounce it. We'll show. Yeah, we'll take this and we'll reconfigure that. It's empty. Good. Right, so let's take this to this. Oh, see, there we go. There's no collisions there. It's like crazy. And we're going to scoot across like that. let's rotate you. There we go. So yes, let's see, 5 ms currently with the little engines that I currently have on this thing, compared to what was that, 15 or something. So yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely a lot better. And there we go. Let's get you reconfigured. Open, load. Where is it? Cancel. No. Oh, how did I do it before? So open, load. It's not working now. Cool looking ship. Yeah, I'm trying to upgrade it. Now, previously, I was able to actually come into here, and as again, obviously, yeah, blueprints are gone. I was able to basically load in, basically bring in the new ship. I might have to do this a slightly different way this time. I can come into here, I can deconstruct it there, and I might be able to reload it. Let me... Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this back to the titanium dock a sec. Go. See, this is the bug that I've got. Right, because what I can do is I can come into here, I can construct temp 1. Okay, I'm missing a few items. Oh, dang it. Right, let me go grab some hull plate. I'm going to need a lot of hull plate. And... Oh! Ah! Dang it. Let me bring you back a minute. I've just had a crazy thought. I've just had a totally crazy thought. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll find out in a minute. There we go, Ren. So now what I'm kind of thinking, if I was to basically take some of the stuff off of here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but... Oh, heck. No. Let me just do it the easy way then. Mr. Tate, thank you very much for the T-Rex roar. So I took that off. Oh. Took that off, took that off, took that off. Kept the weapons as they were. Take the engines off here. Yeah, to be honest, they were kind of naff. Take that off. We'll just add the engine and stuff back on. Oh, heck, I've done it again. And thank you very much for the fart. Much appreciated. We'll just do it that way, sort it. Apply change. That's probably going to be the easiest way. Just to take the old engines off, put the new one on. And yes, I am... oh, yes. Posture check, thank you very much. And a hydrate, I can do that with my last little bit of cold coffee. And I will get that stretch in as well. Oh, jeez. There we go. Yep, thank you very much. Alright, Andy the Farmer, actually, to be honest, I'm going to be jumping off in just a minute myself. But yeah, thank you very much. But yeah, I will be back again tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, whether I'll be carrying on with this or going into doing something different. I have no idea yet. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, thank you very, very much for popping in. But yeah, obviously I'm going to be going off. I do need to find some Actually, let me send this to the titanium one first of all. Let me get out of the ship because I can bring in the next one. might as well just get all these set up right here, right now, while I'm here. So that was the titanium. Dock 2, go. And we'll close that. Obviously, I will have the nickel one next. That can come over to here. I'll turn that on. Once he's here, I can get him set up then. But yes. And now, what I should really do is add in other bays as well, I think. Maybe one for each ship, possibly? I don't know yet. But yeah, also got to wait for Mr. Yellow, which is coming through the station right there. Just about to see him. Titanium dude has just got back to his bay. But yeah, this is the one little bug is, yeah, the dudes flying the ships are freaking crazy. That is a bit of a bug if you ask me. Look at that. That is so funny. I can literally come in here, I can touch my own ships as they're flying through the station. Literally, through the station. Alright, let's get this one sorted out quickly and then we'll call it here for today. So, the armor off on each side. Same with... Oh, that's what it is. I keep hitting the shift key because I know in most games, shift is for running, isn't it? So that's probably what it is. So we'll take that off for the minute. We'll take that off for the minute. We're going to replace that with this slipstream drive in the middle. And we'll do 2 of these large thrusters. Either side of that. Apply. Done. And the nice thing is it's not actually clipping in to the station itself while it's here. So that was the nickel one. That can go back to its dock. Goodbye. And finally, we'll might as well do the ice water as well. Get that upgraded. So there. Oh no, I want the ice water to come over to me. Shipyard. On. Go. And we'll probably see him now coming through. But yeah, it'd be nice if they actually moved away from the station, either raised up or raised down below the height of the station, and then flew around. That's the only thing I think could be improved with regards to the helpers here. So look, see, he's like having issues. He's flown upside down. He's turned himself upside down, which is one thing. But he could have gone down below. Oh, look, there's a gun right there. Anybody seen a gun upside down? Oh, look at that. There we go. I'm inside the ship's storages. What the heck? Oh, that's bonkers. It really is bonkers. But yeah. Maybe it's... Oh, look, there's a nice engine. Has anybody seen the engine on one of these things? Oh... That is crazy. That is really, really crazy. But it is what it is. But yeah, see, things like this. Nah. Right, then, let's do this one and then that's done. There, there, there. Pan around. There, there. There, and... Oh, come on, get rid of that. There we go. I'm probably going to look at maybe depending on if it works or not, a slightly longer ship if I can, and have it, I don't know, maybe more tougher, should we say? I don't know. I'll have to see what other people have done to try and get an idea. But right now, I think that is going to work perfectly fine. We'll apply that. There we go, and we'll send you back up to the water ice bay 4. There we go. Obviously, when I go into them, I will obviously make sure to add in some fuel. But yeah, look at he's that's what it is, because obviously running here, he's clipping right through again. Look at that. He's heading back and he's clipping through. But yeah, you can see obviously the guns. You can see the mining drill thingamabob. Ah, look at that. There we go. It even has a warning on there. Look, warning. Be careful. Yes. Bad. And you thought farming simulator drivers were bad. They've got nothing on the guys in here. That's all I can say. But I will say, that doesn't look too shabby. A little bit of a tweak. Now that I've got that here, just out of curiosity, so from where it is currently, I can add on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say I could add on another 4 sections, maybe three, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 sections. So double the length of that ship, basically, from what it is right now. Add a whole ton of these storage containers on top to really increase the capacity on this thing. The other thing I was thinking, what I could do is have the central area, or just a central line, for example, set up for just storages, and then have all these outer pieces, which are like the makeup of the basic ship, as it were, have that going around the storages. I don't know if it would work or not, but I'll have to have a little play around, see what other people have done. But yeah, I'm kind of like that sort of ships. Simple, easy. But yes, it is so strange as the ships have collisions between each other, but not with the stations. Exactly. Yeah. Indeed. But the thing is, if you actually notice, the parts that were coming through was most of the ship, except for one particular part, or 1 or 2 parts. So, for example, this part right here wasn't going through the station, and from what I've seen, the docking area and the workbench area, the add-ons, neither do they. So it's literally everything from basically behind here back on the ship itself is what is actually clipping through the station. So literally from all this here, all of this is basically what's going through the station, but that little bit at the front just isn't. It's like it doesn't know the size. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, the worst thing is, my little purple one up the front here, it's not much bigger than the starter ship itself. And it does pretty much the same thing. From behind that docking area, it just doesn't know it's there, really. So, I don't know. But it's one of those things. I'm sure it will be improved in time. But yes, we shall see. I'm going to have to go through and take, I think it's that bottom one off, and just have the top one on that. Obviously, I've got basically the normal thruster plus the slipstream on there. I didn't bother taking off the other one, but yeah, I'll get to that later on. But anyway, guys, I am going to call it there for today, because obviously, unfortunately, I do have other things to do. Much appreciated for you guys all coming out today. Obviously, I will be back once again tomorrow. And as Green Thumb Farmer decided to do a plinko there, let me just grab a refresh on that. And you guys all get an extra plinko while I'm trying to find someone to raid out to. So, exclamation mark plinko, exclamation mark fish. Let's see if anyone can actually get close to the star. Oh, nope. By the way, hello Don, and oh, you rascal. Nope, not quite touching. There is fresh air between that, Mr. Don, but how you doing, buddy, by the way? I didn't see you sneak in, you little sneaker, you. You missed, you did. You did. You will never touch it again. You never know. There is more days to go. Don't worry. There is plenty more days to go. Now, anyway. While this fish finishes off, there we go for Farmer Marks. Why? Come on. Anywho, enough. I need to get off. But yeah, big thanks to everyone coming out today. Much appreciated. Twice is fine, I guess. Twice, really? I'm sure Mr. Don B here, just so you are aware, you have had 4 touches. Yes. Anyway, yeah, let's have a look to see. But yeah, double what you thought you had. So way to go. Now, I do see a certain Mr. T. Miller is actually live out there doing some Farming Simulator. We also have Mamadou. Oh, man. Oh, obviously, it's got to be SGA members first, isn't it? So, yeah. Obviously, you could always lurk in both, chat in both if you want to. But yeah, we're going to go see what Mr. T. Miller is up to today. I guess he must have a day off. Ooh, I like that silo he's using. I wonder where he got that from. Right then, so let's get this raid underway. Where are you? There, and there. We'll start this raid up, and yeah, just finally say thank you, and I'll catch you guys till later. Have a great rest of your day. Stay well, stay healthy, as much as you can. And yeah, I will see you doing something tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what. But yes. I might carry on with a little bit more main sequence tomorrow. See if we can set up some satellite stations somehow. But anyway, have a great one, and I will see you later, guys. Bye for now.